Riders ready. Watch the gate.
BMX racing isn't what it used to be, and for the last 2 years a new type of downhill race has started to pump fresh air into the tyres of the racing world. Fast action, big berms and spectacular jumps. Welcome to the first UCI BMX Supercross Championships and the world of radical downhill racing.
Well, BMX racing started back in the late 70s, and pretty much they're trying to imitate motocross on their bikes. The tracks and the riders obviously has developed really a lot the last couple of years, and the skill level has gone up, and obviously the normal BMX tracks were getting kind of boring for the pro athletes. You know, they were riding the same tracks at 10-year-old kids, so they needed something to step it up and to show off their skills, and this is pretty much what we're seeing behind us.
So let's meet one of the favourites for the UCI Supercross crown, Double X Games winner Brandon Meadows from California, who gives us the lowdown on what it takes to be a Supercross rider.
You do have to be physical, you have to be strong. It's definitely an athletic sport. You have to have the bike skills. To beat it, you gotta have big cones or no brains, but it's just a different type of person, you know? I mean, when I ride my bike, I am in a zone. I forget about everything. Nothing is on my mind except riding my bike. And it takes me away from reality.
Brandon Meadows may have been favourite for the win, but riders like former X Games winner Robbie Miranda, mountain bike 4-cross world champion Michael Prokop, and world BMX #2 and US #1 Randy Stumpfhauser were all gunning to be the holder of the first UCI Supercross Championship. So let's go straight to the action and check the highlights from the qualification rounds. Tension was high as the first qualifier moto saw a face-off between favourites X Games winner Brandon Meadows and US #1 Randy Stumpfhauser, who dominated the race from the moment he took the lead, comfortably qualifying for the quarterfinals. In the second qualifier moto, the youngest rider in the event, 16-year-old Paul Lang from the USA, soundly beat the more experienced field, including recently crowned 4-cross world champion Michael Prokop and Aussie mountain bike star Wade Boots, who placed 5th, crashing out of the contest.
How do you think I feel?
Neil Wood is on his way to the
No
airport.
money, one day less a jet ski. Miserable.
The All-American third qualifier moto saw a neck-and-neck start, but US BMX race veteran John Pearce edged the lead from the first berm, down the big step-down jump, all the way into the last gate, with young American hopeful Mike Day taking a close second.
Just worked my way over, got into the lead, and just made it down the hill.
Although he failed to dominate his first moto, the mountain bike 4-cross world and European champion Czech Michael Prokop was still Europe's best hope to take the UCI Supercross title back across the pond.
My first race in USA was this year in March, and it was pretty cool because the racing here in USA it's a lot of different from Europe. Here is like big higher level. The track it's just fun, you know. It's fun for me. The first and the last straight and everything, the big berms and the jumps, like I don't know, maybe 50 foot long. So it's pretty. Yeah, I like it. I think it's a good idea to have a UCI Supercross, and I hope next year is gonna be like 2 or 3 races in Europe too, because I really like this kind of racing. It's really exciting for me, for rider, and for spectators.
Back with the action, in Moto 4, another European rider, Swiss rookie Roger Rinderknecht, showed that the challenging downhill course at Woodward isn't just for seasoned American pros. The 21-year-old won by a short stem from American Lance McGuire.
Let's get it on.
Even though the fifth moto had only 4 competitors, it was still one of the most eventful races of the qualification rounds. Championship favourite Robbie Miranda slammed on the 40-foot step down and was lucky to qualify. While Californian Jason Richardson, who won the race comfortably, took a beating on the finish line.
Yeah, well,
I'm getting a visa
they're getting a good show.
for him.
In the 6th and last qualifying moto, the only South American competitor, Venezuela's Jonathan Suarez, found himself up against some serious competition. It was the Flying Dutchman Robert de Vilde who beat him into second place, easily winning this heat with his strong, powerful riding style.
Crazy.
Let's go over that again. It will be DeVille 1, Suarez.
So, with qualification complete, let's join Matt Chilton for quarterfinal 1.
And the 6 riders are in the start, ready for the first quarterfinal. Brandon Meadows on the left, not having a great event so far. Then Harley Kelly, Paul Lang, the rookie, number 66. Justin Lafredo, 67. Michael Prokop is number 16. And Randy Stumpfhauser, the US number 1, on the extreme right. Away they go, even break. All 6 of them, or 5 at least, arriving at the first set of jumps together. It's Paul Lang who leads the way. The youngest man in the competition is out in front, and we've lost 2. Brandon Meadows has gone, Harley Kelly has gone with him. Just 4 left in this race, and the man leading them is the rookie, 16-year-old Paul Lang. Currently in second is Randy Stumpfhauser, the American number 1. But Stumpfhauser's got work to do, and he's being pushed from behind by Michael Prokop, the 4-cross champion, the mountain bike equivalent of this sport. Prokop currently in third, but it's Paul Lang all the way. Paul Lang approaching the final bend of the course, this big banked left-hander followed by another jump. Lang has destroyed them. He's miles ahead, and he crosses the line in the best time of the competition so far, 47.99. Lang, Stumpfhauser, Prokop and Lafredo are through. Meadows is out. That's the big shock.
I hole shot it and it's in front and just, it's not packed. Hit a soft spot. Didn't win, oh well. Better luck next time. Oh yeah, it's much easier doing it in a race than just in practice. That was good.
They're ready to race quarterfinal number 2. Let's have a look at them from right to left. That's John Purse, the veteran, Nathan Fons, Mike Day, 59, then Schneider, 78, Nate Berkheimer, 55, and Travis Turrison on the extreme left, number 83. Away they go. Mike Day is right up there, leading them as they come over the first set of obstacles, and there's trouble behind. We've lost 2. We've lost Nate Fons and Eric Schneider. They're out of the race, so these 4 will qualify, providing they finish. And leading them down through the course is Mike Day, who was 3rd in the X Games earlier this year. In second place, Travis Turrison, originally from Australia, now living out of Ohio. They call him the Dingo, would you believe? But it's Mike Day all the way. Travis Turrison second. John Purse, they call him the Jackal. We've got a Jackal and a Dingo in the competition. John Purse, one of the oldest men in the competition, is 30. He's currently 3rd, but it's Mike Day who leads them, opening up a bigger gap all the time. And Day crosses the line to take 1st in the quarterfinal. Travis Turrison 2nd, Purse 3rd, then Berkheimer in 4th. Mike Day through to the semi, along with Turrison, Purse and Berkheimer.
I was a little nervous on the gate. It was pretty stacked full of people, but feel good to win that one.
The 3rd quarterfinal, 6 of them in the gate. On the extreme right, the only non-American is Roger Rinderknecht, then Jason Richardson, Lance McGuire, Kyle Noble, David Bittner, and 81 on the left is Brian Strebe. Flying Brian, they call him. Will he get a flying start here? The gates open, away they go. 6 of them fairly evenly bunched as they approach the first set of jumps. We've lost one there. We've lost Jason Richardson. Looked like mechanical failure. I can see him just looking at his bike. He's got problems there, but it's Lance McGuire who leads them through. From Maryland on the eastern seaboard of the United States. McGuire being pushed hard now by Roger Rinderknecht. The Swiss guy is in second place as they fly over the chasm. Fantastic action here at Camp Woodward. and Lance Maguire's leading them through. He's got a narrow lead. Rinderknecht is right on his tail. In third place is Brian Strebe. Flying Brian looks like he'll qualify. The final bend, big left-hander, one nearly went there. We nearly lost Strebe, but he's just hung on. And out in front, Lance Maguire has held them off, only just. Maguire holds on to win with Rinderknecht second and Strebe third. Those three plus Noble qualified.
Second sponsor, your qualifiers read like.
Had a pretty good start.
Brian
It's only my second full lap,
and-
but the longer the sun sits on the track, the better the track's getting. It's amazing what the crew's done here.
The last quarter-final, the first four will advance to the semi. Alex Dick is in this for Great Britain, Robbie Miranda also, Billy Owers 54, Tyler Brown 57. Over to the right, 53 is the big Dutchman, the Flying Dutchman, Robert de Wilde, and on the extreme right from Venezuela, Jonathan Suarez, the man they call the Mosquito. Fairly steady break. It's the Dutchman, Robert de Wilde, who just barges his way to the front, using his immense physical presence, and de Wilde's pedaling hard to open up a wider gap. Third in the 2002 X Games, Robert de Wilde being pushed hard by Jonathan Suarez, the Venezuelan. The Mosquito right on the tail of the Flying Dutchman. In third place is Robbie Miranda, one of the big favourites for this competition. The 2002 X Games champion from Huntington Beach in California, currently back in third, but that'll be good enough to see him through to the semi. De Wilde has led from the start, and Robert de Wilde rounds the final bend with the finishing line in his sights now. Big jump to finish from Robert de Wilde. The Flying Dutchman wins with Jonathan Suarez second, Miranda third, and Tyler Brown is the fourth qualifier. Alex Dick just missing out.
Yeah, it's going pretty good. Pulled up a little bit on the first try, but made it through it, man. Oh, dude. You're done. We passed the finish line and we're going downhill. We're not even pedaling that much. And we're tired. So, part of the game.
Hidden away deep in the heart of rural Pennsylvania is a mecca for free sports fanatics and the host for the UCI BMX Supercross Championships. Woodward Camp is the ultimate dream. Nowhere in the world will you find so many outdoor and indoor skate, inline and BMX facilities with such variety of ramps, pipes, pyramids and other obstacles in one place. The man who started it all as a gymnastics camp back in the 70s gives us the lowdown on how Woodward became the ultimate fantasy for skaters, inliners and BMX riders.
We were looking for a sport that was predominantly male because our gymnastics was predominantly female. We were looking for something that was non-traditional but individual and exciting. We looked for an alternative sport, and it just so happens the one that we selected was BMX racing. So here we were sitting doing BMX racing, BMX freestyle, and then in 1988, all of a sudden, the board with the 4 wheels showed up, and we started having more fun. 1992 is when inline skating went sort of from the adults, went younger and aggressive, and obviously they took over our ramps, which added another phase of us creating more fantasies for these kids. Woodward goes out and does what they say and probably adds another 100% on top of that every year. What it is a combination of the pros and the staff. You know, the pros have become part of the family because really a lot of them, when they started with us, they were just, you know, just average skaters, bikers, inliners on the street that basically came up through the system. You know, Steve Caballero, Willie Santos, Tony Hawk, it's just Matt Hoffman, Dave Mira. You know, when you have somebody around all the time of that quality of character and that quality of athletic ability, it's a huge plus for Woodward.
Back with the racing, all 8 gates are loaded for the first semi-final. On the left there, 83, Travis Turrison. In the red next to him is Michael Prokop. Paul Lang in the black. Mike Day, 59 in the white. Alongside him, 75 is John Pearce. Towards the right, Justin Lafredo, 67. And on the far right, Randy Stumpfhauser, the American #1. Away they go. All 8 guys attacking the top of the course. Who's going to come out of the melee first? It's Paul Lang, the 16-year-old, the man who set the quickest time in qualifying, 47.99. We've got a crash. We've lost Travis Turrison early on. Turrison, the dingo, is out of the competition. Lang leads, Pearce second, Stumpfhauser third. Mike Day is in fourth. Over the next set of jumps, and there's another casualty. Justin Lafredo is out of the running, and Paul Lang leads them through. Lang with an unassailable lead, surely now, although he's made a little mistake there, and Pearce comes past him. Unbelievable move. John Pearce, the 30-year-old, the jackal, teaching the youngster a thing or two, and John Pearce is cruising now. 4 will go through to the final. The first across the line is Pearce. Paul Lang, for a long time the leader, finishes second, then Stumpfhauser, and Michael Prokop is the last of the 4 qualifiers.
Got out pretty good. Got behind Paulie second. He made a mistake coming out of the 4th corner. And I went by him and just took it home.
The lineup for semi-final #2. 2 Europeans in this. On the extreme left, Rinder Knecht. There he is, number 15, in the multicolored outfit alongside him, the big Dutchman, Robert de Wilde. Then in the white, Kyle Noble. Brian Strebe in the black. 70 is Lance McGuire. Robbie Miranda, easy to spot in the all green. Jonathan Suarez, the Mosquito, the Venezuelan, second from the right. And on the extreme right, Tyler Brown, number 57. Away they go. Robbie Miranda in the all green is right up there, but it's Robert de Wilde, the big Dutchman. Oh, the Mosquito in trouble. That's Jonathan Suarez running for some of the time. He's back on his bike, but he's out of the race. Robert de Wilde has done what he did in qualification. He's left them all standing. The Flying Dutchman leaves Robbie Miranda in his wake. Miranda's got second at the moment. Tyler Brown just hanging in there in third as they fly over the chasm. No pedaling required at this stage. De Wilde just letting gravity do the work. He's got a 6-length lead now over Robbie Miranda, and De Wilde is making light work of this semi-final. He won his qualifying competition. He's won his semi-final in comfortable style. In second place, Robbie Miranda. Tyler Brown is third, and Roger Rinderknecht of Switzerland celebrates his place in the final. Those 4 go through.
That was close. Yeah, I'm so happy to be in the final.
And the last to qualify to go into the Supercross,
having fun.
By the UCI.
Having fun.
Having fun is Robbie Miranda's philosophy, and he never has more fun than when he's racing BMX Supercross.
Back in 1988, I was 11 years old and just always loved riding bikes, and I never knew that BMX racing was a sport. So one day I just found a BMX track while I was riding around town, and I was hooked. Ever since then, I've been racing BMX every weekend. The feeling of riding a downhill BMX track is still very new to all these pros, because we don't know what it's like to jump 40-foot doubles and go that fast with 8 people on the track. So it's new. It makes you feel like you just started racing again, and it's exciting because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're going to crash. You don't know if you're going to overclear the jump or come up short and case the jump and not clear it. So it's really exciting, and it's you don't know what's going to happen, so that's even better. Favorite part of racing is probably just, you know, meeting people over the world, the first part. Having friends, racing my friends all weekend long and see them all the time. But on the track, the best stuff on the track has got to be the jumps. That's what BMX is all about, hitting jumps and doing it on a 20-inch bicycle with no suspension and one gear. It's pretty much straightforward. It's a 30-second, 40-second race, so it happens so fast and it's over and it's just a rush. It's a rush that you can't get in any other sport, I don't think. I've had a couple highlights here at Woodward. I've won the Vans Triple Crown. That was the first downhill race of its kind on BMX bikes, and that was the biggest purse race ever in BMX. So I won that race and then followed back with a win here in 2002 in the X Games. So it's been pretty good to me here at Woodward, and maybe it'll be good to me again, hopefully.
So we've reached the main event, the final of the UCI BMX Supercross Championships. $4,000 at stake. It's a 50-second all-out dash. So what are the tactics?
Pedal fast, jump low. That's about it. It's too hard. It's so unpredictable. Anything could happen in this race.
You need to get out of the gate good. You need to get the first straight good. And just if you make a little mistake, everything goes out the door, and you need to get a new plan and just go with the flow pretty much.
I try to stay calm now, not to celebrate already. Try to do one good lap. Hopefully it's working out.
This track is very fair, and we're about to put a show on, so I'm ready to get in there.
The lineup for the final from left to right. Roger Rinderknecht. Alongside him in the blue, Robert De Wilde, then Michael Prokop and Paul Lang in black. Robbie Miranda in the green. John Purse, Tyler Brown, and on the extreme right, Randy Stumpfhauser. The final of the UCI BMX Supercross, and away they go. They've all got to stop De Wilde. He's so quick at the start, and Lang's right up there with him. They're getting fairly bunched. Oh, and there's trouble behind. Stumpfhauser's out. Tyler Brown crashes out with him, and De Wilde, the Flying Dutchman, is moving away from them. But Paul Lang, the youngest man in the entire competition, is sticking to his back wheel. Brave riding this by Paul Lang. He's right behind De Wilde. Robbie Miranda in third at the moment as De Wilde takes the chasm. With Paul Lang right on his tail. Lang's looking for a way through. Oh no, he's gone. He rolls down the bank, and De Wilde is out in front on his own. Robbie Miranda is fortunate now to move into second, but the Dutchman, the 6'2" powerhouse of a rider, Robert De Wilde, is cruising his way to victory, and De Wilde is the inaugural UCI BMX Supercross champion. In second place, Robbie Miranda, with Michael Prokop in third. And from Switzerland, Roger Rinderknecht finishes fourth. It's been a brutal but brilliant day of Supercross racing. De Wilde's win all the more impressive when you look at his time. The best of the entire event, 46.7. And what about that battle with Lang?
I knew probably Lang was right behind me, so I was pushing. And then I heard he went off the track. I'm like, yes, just stay on the bike. And I did.
I just want to stay right behind him. I started pulling him a little bit, and right out of that turn at the bottom, it's all ready. And I don't know, I just hit one of those ruts, and it just threw me off all crazy.
This one goes in the book as first, you know? You're stoked, I'm happy. Hopefully we're going to have this every year. Hopefully expand it to more races. And it's too tired to speak right now. I'm just happy, really, really happy.
So Robert De Wilde of the Netherlands takes the $4,000 first prize and the title of UCI BMX Supercross champion for 2003. What an amazing event. See you next year.